Hi guys, so I got the Aphrodisiac by Urban Decay palette. It's brand new. Actually, I don't think it's even been released, and there are all the colors. They are gorgeous colors, and I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on them today. Don't mind my daughter, she's in the room. I'm watching her right now, and she's just extremely clingy. She can't spend any time by herself. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do a look using the Aphrodisiac palette. So if you want to see what it looks like, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and prime my lids first. I already have my brows done, as you can see, but I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids. I have a million primers, but I'm going to go ahead and use the Urban Decay primer version. Can you guys see it? I'm sorry. The lighting in here is better than before, but it's still not what it should be. So I just like to use my fingers, but you can use whatever you want. And I really like to use this primer with Urban Decay eyeshadows because I feel like they're really meant to be. But at the same time, this eyeshadow primer really helps make your eyeshadows pop, and it really also makes your eyeshadows almost like waterproof. So if you cry, which if you're like me, you get tears on your lids, it's important to have waterproof things. But anyways, it really helps it stay. Oh my goodness, I closed this and I can't open it. So I'm going to go ahead and use all 6 colors. I'm going in to this first color, the color Sheets. I grabbed a good amount, and of course you want to tap out excess because look at how much is coming out. And look at how it left the pan. Do you see that? Do you see that? It's just crazy. So anyways, that's how I'm going to set my eyes. And it's a very like carnal nude color. So whenever I do this, it kind of just looks like the rest of my face. Which I know you guys are having a hard time probably looking at the colors up in here. Let's see if this... Nope, that makes it worse. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other eye, and I'm just setting. You can pat, you can swipe, whatever. You're just really making sure you have some color on there. That way, when you put the rest of the colors, they don't look splotchy or anything like that. So, did that eye, did this eye. And now, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm going to try to use every single color on here, which normally I only use like 4 to 5 colors, or I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 colors. And so it's going to be a little bit challenging for me to be able to use all 6 colors. I'm just watching or making sure she's not doing anything crazy. Okay. So the first brush that I used, oops, I forgot to mention, it was the Real Techniques Deluxe Concealer Brush. And I know it's really not for concealer, but I do have another brush that's kind of like this, that it's actually called the Crease brush or something, I don't know. And I like to use that one as a setter because it's just so giant. It can put shadow on in like 2 swipes. But I don't know where that brush is, so that's why I use that one, because they're basically the same thing. So now I'm going to use this It Cosmetics brush. It was part of the City Chic collection. This is called Chic Crease. So it is a crease brush. I'm going into the second color. It's called Beyond. Again, tap out excess. And I'm going to place that, you got it, on the crease. So I'm doing this windshield motion. Literally just setting on the crease. And then I'm going to go ahead and buff it out. Buff it out, buff it out. So you can see the difference. This one looks a little bit more defined versus the other one. It's just one solid color. It's a little flat. I'm going to do the other one. So you do windshield motions first, and then you start circling your way in there. I'm telling you, she's a chatterbox. Okay, so now that color, the second color, is on both of them. And don't worry about like completely blending it out right now, because we'll do that later. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to do a cut crease or not. We shall see. We shall see. What did you do? You're okay. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to use that same brush. And I'm going to go into the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth color in. That one. It's called Glare. You can like get rid of the excess color, but sometimes it's like nice to have that extra color in there. So I'm going in with that color to that color Glare. It is a shimmer, so actually it looks like Urban Decay shimmers don't have a whole lot of fallout, excess, whatever. Anyways, so I'm gonna go above that color, and I know we're not supposed to really have shimmers on the crease, but whatever. It's not that shimmery. So we're just defining the crease a little bit more, since it's a little bit of a darker color. We're just adding that warmth there. So you're placing it on the crease, or maybe a little bit lower than that second color that you put. See, you're defining that hood, or you know, my hood is like smaller, so it's making the appearance that I have a wider hood. Whatever. Alright, so once it looks something like that, you are going to cut crease. If you don't know how to cut crease, you could just do the color just the way it falls. I mean, in the same order that and later on, I'm going to put the Lancome foundation on, which is brand new in the box. I used to have it 2 years ago, and it was gifted to me, and I'm going to use it again. And because of that, I do have this Lancome concealer that was also gifted to me. It's a Tantadol Ultra Wear Camouflage. And that is what I'm going to use to cut my crease. which normally I like to have a smaller brush than this, but this will work for now. This is a Morphe. I don't know. It was in the set, so I guess it's just like a concealer brush. So I'm going to go ahead and use the back of my hand. I'm going to squeeze a little bit out because like a little goes a long way. Just like that. Just like a little, like less than a pea size. And with that, I'm using the back of my hand to warm up the color because it's not a thick concealer, but a lot of times concealers, because of the consistency they have, if you just go straight with them to the face, they're not going to be as smooth. But I warmed it up with my hand. I'm going to go ahead and just do like a half cut crease. Or should I go all the way? We'll just do half. So I don't know if you guys saw that. I just lined the bottom part and then I looked up and it kind of made the mark of the rest of where else I should go. And that really, really helps a sister out, especially if you have eyes like me, like super hooded, if you don't have a lid, like a non-existent lid, this helps a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Oh, that one looks higher. I think one got higher than the other, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. So I only did the concealer halfway on both eyes. Okay? So without setting it, leave it just like that. I am going to go in with a smaller brush. This brush right here, it's a tiny, it's like a smaller version of the brush that I was just using. This is called the Accent Brush by Real Techniques. So I'm going to go in with the third color. It's like a gold, maybe a rose gold shimmery color. It's called Night Fever. And I'm literally swiping like this to pick up the color in like a pressy motion. Now that one did have a little bit of excess. So I'm gonna pat half of what I just did. Half of the half. And we're gonna have to be going back and forth here. So just like that, half of the half. I'm going to do the other eye. That one went a little bit more like diagonal, but it's okay. We'll just even that out then. Okay, so once you got both halves done, you are more than welcome to use the same brush or maybe use the other side. You're going to go in with that purpley shade called Addict. And you're going to do the other half of the lid. And try to go into the rose gold color. That way it looks like a little more like gradient. This child is about to break my house. And okay, and it should look something like that, if you guys can see. And then to incorporate this very, very last color, actually, I'm going to drag some of that purple a little bit further back beyond what we cut. And once, pretty much all over the lid. And once you got that done, give me a second. Once you get that done, you're going to go in with that darkest color there, Whiplash. I'm going in circular motions on there because I'm going in circular motions in here. Oh gosh, that's a very pigmented color. So I went in circular motions and then I'm dragging down and pushing up to the other colors that we first put. I don't even want to see what this child is doing. She's running at home. So it looks something like that. And like, I don't know, you guys can do a lot of blending if you want to, but I'm looking at this like, I kind of like the way it looks unblended. So I'm gonna go, I did circular motion again, dragging down, and then dragging up to the other colors. And then I go kind of like in a C motion, just to make sure that they caught all the color. And it should look something like that. I really like it, guys. So I kind of did lose a cut crease on this side, and this side it didn't, because I guess it did, since I don't know, remember if you guys heard me say that it went higher. It went higher, but it did not lose a cut crease. So let me see if I can fix it. So I kind of try to cut the crease again. And then I'm going back with that gold color. And then I'm going with that purple color. I think that kind of fixed it. But anyways, this should look something like this. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, and I will see you guys in a little bit.